All right, guys. I've tried to collect myself for this video. It's not been easy because I'm very frustrated. Um, I appreciate all you guys on the channel showing love, and I just wanted to say to everyone watching this video, I don't want to consistently come across to everybody as some guy that's constantly crying about EA. If you're one of those guys that just labels me like that, and that's what I am to you, just do yourself the favor and don't watch this video because this video is not for you. Look, FC25 is coming around the corner. FC24, in my opinion, was the worst game in the franchise. The argument that I saw on Twitter the other day, a lot of people were saying that they thoroughly enjoyed FC24. They liked the differentiating play styles you can play. You can cross the ball. You can do glitchy corners. The fact of the matter is, in my opinion, what we're having going on in this community is that we're having a changing of the guard. We have people that have played FIFA for the entirety of their life that no longer play and are starting to stop playing. And then we've got this new chapter of people that are coming on to FC with 24, maybe the end of 23, and don't know how it used to actually be. So that's my theory with all this. I also think FC24, in the eyes of many, was really well liked because the game helped a lot of players that were not good at the game. There is glitchy corners that you can go on a Team Hullet Instagram or someone's YouTube, video about it and learn how to glitch corners and pretty much have a 50% free throw every time you get a corner. The game is infested with just overall defensive AI that has only gotten worse through the years. And, for me, this game was such a disappointment overall with FC that it's gotten to the point for me that I am 0% just feeling like EA is going to do anything, to next year's game. This will be the first year in the history of me uploading to my YouTube channel that while I'm covering FIFA as the main game on this channel, I'm not uploading my reaction to the trailer. The reason being for that is that I feel like I had nothing to honestly sit there and upload. And I told my editor, who already edited the video today, that I just don't want to post it because there's nothing to say about the trailer. The trailer today overall, it even started off with the fact that I remember older FIFAs when EA was dropping the hype for these ones, even FC, which had a lot of hype because it was kind of like a change in the franchise. I remember 300, 400, 500,000 plus people watching these trailers. It was super hype. Today, I think the stream peaked at 140,000. I mean, a minute before the trailer release, there's only 40,000 people. I just think less and less are starting to care about EA. And obviously, it's a shame. It's a shame, right? Because you want this game to be all of what it used to be. And you wonder and you sit there like, is EA just overcomplicating things? Do they make things a lot crazier than they really have to? I think at the end of the day, for a lot of us, we just want to see things that don't work fixed. And I think what we continue to see here is reskinned, remarketed things, and we'll talk about a lot of that in this video. Look, this is going to be a really, really objective to the point video. I'm not going to be putting any bias in here. And at the end of the day, with a new FC, a new FIFA, whatever you want to call it, you should be excited. I hope that you're excited. This video isn't to get you not excited. It's just to be realistic about what we have going on with this company right now. And I just have this really strong belief that EA are going to go all the way with trying to just monetize as much as they can per user until their game just fully falls off. Now, will this game ever fall off? I don't think so, but the way it's going, it's definitely not ascending like it used to be, in my opinion. You can say and sit there, and show me certain revenues and all that, but you can't convince me active user-wise. There is no shot you can convince me of that. So I'm recording this video today because I didn't have an original trailer reaction, and I've composed some thoughts, and I want to talk to you guys about some of my frustrations with what we learned today. First of all, overall, it just doesn't feel like for EA putting out an $100 game into the marketplace that they're really doing much with this game. I don't know. When I watched the trailer today and just saw it early on, I was like, I don't feel super stoked like, oh, wow, there's this groundbreaking feature. And I feel like I've given EA the benefit of the doubt because I felt like last year I was saying, okay, they were working on making it from FIFA to FC. They didn't really add much last year. So I kind of said that about last year's game. But now I'm like, okay, we are at the state where FC24, you can argue, is unplayable. EA haven't fixed the menus that crash every time you go search for a player on the market or make a new team, which is like pretty much every single day. It just crashes. Every time I make a new team, my game crashes. 8-9 months of this game being out, they haven't patched it. What else could we say, right? All the things that EA haven't touched this year haven't patched. We have had a drop back defensive AI in this game since the first second. Since the first second, EA refused to make any patch to all the congestion in this game. There's a glitch corner that they haven't fixed or patched or done anything with. There's so many broken mechanics. It might be the most broken game of all time. And what did we get today? Nothing about any of that. We didn't get any news about the gameplay. And the gameplay, I think, for a lot of people this year is something that we really wanted to see in FC25 EA address and say, hey, instead of giving you patches for the last 7 months, we've given you this new FC25 with a new game. We haven't even really seen anything really about gameplay today. We've got something they've argued is a reskin, which you'll see in a minute when I talk about it. So that's really frustrating. I think for a lot of us that have not enjoyed this game gameplay-wise, it's frustrating to see that, okay, EA stopped doing patches past December or January with this game gameplay-wise. They think it's in a good spot, and we don't hear anything really about what's going on. But look, at the end of the day, it's going to be what it's going to be. So here are the main game features in FC25. 5v5 Rush, which is a new game mode. In my opinion, it looks cool. I don't know what it's going to be all about. Is it going to be ultimately similar to Volta? So EA this year announced officially Volta is a failure. Volta they're getting rid of, and they're putting this 5v5 Rush in, I think, career mode, clubs, and Ultimate Team and Kickoff. So it says a new way to play with friends, fast-paced, small-sided gameplay. Okay, here's where I get frustrated. FC IQ. An overhaul of tactical foundations across the game delivers greater strategic control and more realistic collective movement at the team level. FC IQ also utilizes a new AI model powered by real-world data to influence player tactics through all new player roles. So to me, that seems like one of EA's ultimate marketing schemes. This is what they do. They just come out and say random things. Last year, they said playstyle pluses. Guys, playstyle pluses are the same thing as traits. EA might have kind of like pushed them 5 or 10% and then gotten rid of general traits on other players just to give traits a plus. But at the end of the day, that's just a reskin of traits, which is something we've always had in FIFA. FCIQ, I've seen better attacking AIs and FCIQ in FIFA's 5-6 years ago. I don't know where it all went. So it's like a remarketing situation to me. I don't know what that means. I have read something on Twitter today that people are saying apparently you will also be able to edit your tactics in like a way where you can play a 6-3-1 and like give these players crazy instructions that you can make these insane formations like you can do on Football Manager. That is horrible for this game if that's in anywhere outside of career mode. I don't know what EA's obsession is with tactics. Gameplay was always better in the times when the passes worked, the runs worked, the defense wasn't the most OP thing in the world, and you could play down the middle with passing. Now you got a skill chain like an octopus, run down the line, and glitch corners to have success in this game. That's the problem. The problem is that EA don't address their wrongs. They can never be wrong, and they just have to distract you with new features in the following year. And honestly, it's a lot of BS. $100 is a ton of money. For all you guys commenting that, oh, why are you complaining like you can't afford this game? Guys, $100 is a ton of money to be reskinning features every year, bringing back features you had 6 years ago, bringing back features you had 3 years ago, re-releasing the same feature, and just saying it's something else. It's kind of a load of crap. Football Ultimate Team, select your favorite player item and team up with friends in 5v5 rush matches. I mean, that's cool and all. Clubs, they have something new called Clubmates in a Clubhouse, so I guess you could see the avatar. That's kind of cool. And then you have Unrivaled Authenticity. And then other than that, there's a pre-order with FIFA points, 3 icon players, doubled bonus points when playing Rush, an extra Evo, and obviously, you know, for me, the reason I will do this pre-order or get it early for the Ultimate is because 7 days early content. This is my job. I got to play this game early. That's really the selling reason. I think if they didn't have that there, I would tell you it's just not going to be worth it to pre-order this game. The concern that I have with EA, I'm going to go through and talk a couple of things in this video that have really made me to the point where I'm making this rant video. And look, the fact of the matter is, the fact that I have to rant about FC25 and the game isn't out, a lot of you watching this video may be like, dude, is this guy ever going to be happy? Probably not, knowing EA. But to watch them salvage what used to be playable, used to be competent, used to be good, and just watch it continue to descend downwards, it's freaking painful, dude. Now, this is where I'm a little confused. We will have a free season pass and a premium season pass. So there is going to be a battle pass added into this game. We felt like this was coming. The first was the store packs, which, look, it's a shame that EA continued to release $40, $50, $60 a store pack. I tried to do something about that a couple months ago with people, and even a week later, we still have the whole community and creators and everybody still ripping these with coins, posting them everywhere, and when people see those with coins, they're sitting there and saying, hey, I'm going to just give my $50 to EA. They deserve it because I want to try to get that pack that I just saw with coins. It's terrible. What we've got going on in the community and on this game with how EA is doing this with the store packs, it is so bad. It's so bad. And look, there's the people that will defend the store packs and sit there and say, well, you post SBCs all day, it still enables the gambling. Bro, it is an entire different game, all right? Sitting there and doing these absurd store packs. It's such a problem that we have going on in this game, and it wasn't enough for EA to maximize per user. Now they're adding a premium season pass, which is going to cost money or coins. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. I would assume it's going to be crazier. I know FC Mobile has this in the game, so they're kind of putting that over there from here. I know FC Mobile has a free and a paid one. eFootball has the same situation. Here's the problem. Here is the problem. Okay, Fortnite has it too. FC Mobile, Fortnite, eFootball, UFL, which is going to come out soon. These are all free games, man. All right, this game is $100 if you want to play it 7 days early, and for many people it'll be $60 or $70. It's £100. It's also regional, so in the EU, £100 is like, I think that's like $120, $130. It's a lot of money, and now there's going to be a season pass, which is going to be 8 to 10 seasons per year, and if there's going to be a paid option. Which, look, that's one of the features that EA is adding, but that makes me sad inside that that's one of the features they're adding. I wish that the game would work. This was the first FIFA of all time that I literally said earlier in the video, I have to reset the game every day because it doesn't work. My game freezes in the market. I can't use the L1, R1 buttons. They still haven't patched that. It's so bad, right, in that regard that you just can't even sit on the menus, build a team, or buy players properly. Not even including any of the gameplay or the gameplay mode problems. Okay, this is where I'm making this video. So 4321 removed in FC25, and everyone's going crazy on Twitter saying, "Oh my God, this is the best news ever. What are Foot Sweats gonna do? Ha!" Look, this is horrible news. Why can no one understand how this is terrible? And I'm going to explain to you why this is terrible. Okay, so EA earlier this year, they banned 5-back and 3-back in Pro, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, that's crazy," right? No, it's not crazy. They don't ban it in this game, so we all have to suffer. And EA are obviously showing their card, telling you that this game is broken. They don't know how to fix it. They don't know how on Hypermotion, on New Gen, whatever you want to call this, to fix drop back in the infested, congested AI. You have to be such a top talent player, skillful player to attack through the middle this year. It's next to impossible. I do it now, and the only reason I'm able to do it is because I have 95 plus players, all with Tiki Taka Plus, which is the one semi-workaround I have figured out in this game in order to actually attack through the middle a little bit. It is so tough to do. So the fact that people are going, "Oh my God, the most broken attacking formation is removed, and all the Switch merchants are done," it's not about that. Guys, I have been playing FIFA my whole life. I've been creating content since FIFA 17. I have been getting elite and top 100 finishes since FIFA 17. This is probably one of the worst years I've been in a FIFA. And the reason for that is the randomness of this game, the AI in this game, the finishing, all this stuff. It's crazy, but mainly the AI. So I have been forced, honestly, this year to play the 4-3-2-1 because it's the only formation I feel like I'm actually open at one moment sometimes when I play this game. The fact that this formation is going to be removed, okay, and there's still going to be a way to use the 3-back, the 5-back, it's not good. This formation, yes, it was a problem, yes, but the reason a lot of this was a problem was the tactic of direct passing, which is direct passing is still going to theoretically remain in this game, which basically, if that tactic is being used, it gets rid of all the AI in the game. It's broken. I've been saying this for years. Inception's been saying this for years. This formation was not the problem to this game. And the reason I use this formation is because of the amount of people using 3 and the 5-back. I never used 4-3-2-1 up until this year, ever. I used 4-1-2-2 narrow pretty much until a few years ago. Then I started using 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2, and even before new gen FIFA, I used to use 3-back religiously, 3-5-2 in the old days when it actually played like a 3-back. Now it plays like a ratty aerial plus sideline spamming formation. So this news to me is terrible because this is telling me that EA don't know how to fix the gameplay. That's why today I have been so annoyed to the point where when I watch the trailer, I can't even take it seriously. And I can't even be positive about any of it because I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed watching the trailer that it just looks like it's the same, hey, we're going to market to everyone that doesn't know better that this is going to be such a, a crazy year. I don't know. It's so frustrating. And people ask me, oh, what would you rather see EA do? You know what I would have liked to seen today? Some accountability. Hey, we released you a beta version of the game that doesn't work. You have to restart your menus. It's a coin flip of a game with the AI. It's absolutely broken in terms of all the animations we promised that were going to be sick and we added. And the list goes on. The list goes on. That's what I would have liked to seen today. Hey, we're going to release FC24 Remastered today, okay? Here's what we did. We got rid of the congestion. We fixed the broken formations instead of removing them. What does it say about a company that removes all 3 backs and all 5 backs in a pro scene, but leaves them for the entirety, the 100% of the populace in the player base, and just leaves them, and leaves that for us to just suffer and play against, and play. Look, you guys want to joke and say, oh, he calls himself a rat, all this. Nah, man, there's levels to it, all right? We can joke about rats and all that, and then there's these people that willingly use Joselu at right back and glitch corners and think they are him. This game is no longer anywhere close to a football game. It is a glitchy simulator that people are addicted to abusing and spending $40 weekly on store packs. People need to wake up, man. This is not what FIFA used to be. And it's sad, man. It's sad to see people that I came into this scene with leaving the content creation scene with this game because EA is just, look, putting faith in EA it is like expecting me to walk on the pitch and start at Manchester United next season. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. You will not see that result. And so that's why it's understandable, but man, it continues to be frustrating because as we sit here, look, at the end of last year, I was sitting here saying I felt like FC24 was going to be worse than FIFA 23. Why? Because I feel like FIFA 23 actually had a pretty okay balance with the game. That's what I felt like. And that's where I get so annoyed with EA. I think a lot of their patches and a lot of the stuff they decide to do, they're always really, at the end of the day, getting rid of anything that's an attacking counter to a ratty solution. I'm going to explain what I mean. In the past few years, finesse shot has been too OP. Why did we have to finesse shot? Because we couldn't break down AI center backs, right? In the past few years, there has been all these defensive OP mechanics, and what do they do instead of fixing that or nerfing that? They nerf the attacking mechanic that counters it. It is so frustrating. And that's why I felt like FIFA 23, the balance of it was actually okay because the Trivela was very good last year. So if you did play a rat, you could just Trivela them and it was super accurate. Then they'd have to come out and defend you, and then we could play some real FIFA again. The problem with this year's game, they nerfed the Trivela, all right? They nerfed the finesse shot earlier in the year. It's still kind of viable now, but the problem with removing 4-3-2-1, it doesn't address the elephant in the room, which is the fact that we have absolutely broken 3 and 5 back formations on new gen. Guys, I don't want to be this guy. I'm tired of being this guy, dude. I used to log on every day, enjoy playing. Yeah, I raged. Yeah, I did all that. But what did I do? I came back the next day addicted because I was having fun at some of the times. There's not been a lot of fun with FC. There's just really not. There's really not to a lot of us that have played this game over the years. And I'm just so disappointed today because I'm seeing certain reports coming out that are very revealing of how this game is going to go. Okay, so 3 positions removed from EAFC25. This goes right into what I was just saying. Hey, instead of fixing the gameplay issue, we can't because we keep using Frostbite on every game and just remarketing things like, hey, our attacking AI hasn't been that good, but we've told you in the last 3 pre-orders that, yeah, we've shown you with players, we've done in-house tests to show you that it's going to be better. And what happens? The attacking AI gets worse. So now it's going to be FCIQ. FCIQ is going to solve all this. No, guys, wake up, man. All right, Playstyle Pluses, wake up. It's just traits. All right, and the problem is we should expect more. For a game that is one of the few games left that's still charging a yearly financial purchase, we need to expect more. It's sad, man. It's sad that this is a feature that there's going to be a premium pass. You're going to give EA even more money. With and without ball views in FC25, FCIQ will create a completely new depth for tactics. You can tell players to act in positions, offense and defense, which were not accessible in previous years. Look, all this stuff is cool. And look, there's a couple, like, it's tiring. One other thing I wanted to tell you that's a positive, but it's sad that it's the leak, is that, look, friendlies next year are not going to be division-based. Okay, that's good, but friendlies used to be that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's good, but that shouldn't be one of the main marketing or selling points that that's what we're doing. And if that is, that's where I'm like, oh man, they really didn't change anything. So overall, guys, in terms of what to expect from this game, it's not going to be a lot, I think. And it's one of those where I don't know what's going to be the way forward with this game. I mean, is this game going to start to transition away from a less serious, football game simulator and just more to a like overall FIFA mobile feeling? I mean, they're adding a battle pass. Is Rush going to be the next game mode that gets added? I think a lot of people, and look, I'm not even speaking for the people that like career mode. A lot of people have been wanting to see online career mode. And then a lot of people have been wanting to see either a more organized co-op champions mode or a co-op division rivals mode. We're not seeing any of that. And not to mention, I talk about this and I make rant videos about this all the time. A lot of us want to see some change with draft. It wouldn't take much to actually get the community really excited today, and that's why I've kind of been proposing that throughout this video. What would it take? Oh, a mention of, hey, we're revamping draft. The rewards are going to be dynamic and changing by the month. There's going to be unlimited draft objective rewards. There's going to be a new system of how it works. There's so many exciting things that EA can do game mode wise that I don't even know if they realize. If they were to be changing draft, if they were going to be saying in here that we're going to be changing draft every few weeks, 1 week, the draft is like maybe another round. It's 5 rounds, more awards. There's so much stuff they can do, and they refuse to do it. I mean, I'm just worried, right? Like 5v5 Rush, okay, on paper, that's going to be the major addition to this game. The major addition. It looks like you can play it in all the game modes. The problem with what we've seen with Volta being a failure, I think what EA are seeing here is that people aren't going to leave Ultimate Team or career mode to go play Volta. So let's put it in the modes. That's what I'm worried it's going to be. So is there going to be more incentive? Because at the end of the day, even the older days in FIFA, how did you have incentive to grind seasons? You had those coins at the end, right, that you wanted to go ahead and achieve. And yeah, the gameplays in those games were more fun. So generally playing those games were just more fun than playing this year's game. For a lot of people, this year's game and what FIFA is now is more of a chore. So EA need to adapt and understand that and continue to put in incentives and rewards. That's how we've been trained. We have promos every Friday now. It's a very different game than what it was a couple years ago. Now, saying that, at the end of the day, we all want one thing, which is responsive, manual, fun gameplay. That's what we want. That's what we want. So it's not all down to the gameplay modes. And maybe EA with FCIQ and maybe with unrivaled authenticity are going to be surprising us in FC25. I don't know. Maybe this is going to be a year where content-wise we do more clubs. I don't know. They're adding a clubhouse, on a thing with avatars. So maybe this is going to be the year where we go do more clubs. I don't know. Ultimate Team is just getting to that weird spot, man, where gameplay-wise it's feeling such a chore. And I'm really hoping that the addition of Rush gives you, some additional incentive and motivation, because the balance right now of doing the sweat of division rivals all week and the champs on the weekend, we need a little bit more than the same we've been having. The draft is the same, the rivals is the same, the champs is the same. I feel like that's also, outside of all the gameplay and menu issues, that's been a part of it, that this game is kind of like robotic recently because it's the same thing every year. So I do want to hopefully see some of that stuff, and obviously we'll learn more about it. One more thing of just the many things that I'm worried about that I already have to rant about. Epic Games posted an article today on their website about the new FIFA today. And I'm going to show you guys something here that I'm a little worried about. And I don't understand it. Like, I wish that EA would focus on the stuff that's more important. And I know this to a lot of people might be cool, but I think this is going to turn out to be a problem. So there's two things, right? So instead of doing the things that need fixing, all the animations EA added and everything like that, there's going to be something new this year called professional fouls. Okay, this is, oh my God, this is going to be such a headache. People don't even realize it. So essentially, yeah, it's going to be the ability that there's a certain button you can click, RT and X, and it causes your player to reach out and grab the shirt of the nearest player and pull them down. It's a move that will almost certainly earn you a yellow card or a red if you've been caught using the move multiple times, but it will stop the opposition's run in its tracks. Okay, I understand EA wants to go for realism. This is FIFA. This is a video game. People watching this video, including myself, get controllers ready. This is going to be so overpowered and annoying when you are through on a breakaway and someone gets 2 or 3 chances a game to stop you with professional fouls and only get yellow cards. I understand this happens in real life, but this is going to drive us crazy. And this is where I'm assuming at this rate, we're going to start seeing FC26 have like corrupt VAR in the game. And it's just like, man, what are we even doing here? Professional fouls provoke a different calculation in rush games where a foul earns you a blue card So that's fine. But in the actual gameplay of this happening, I can already tell you right now, we're going to come back to this video. In the first 2 weeks, this is going to have to get patched because it's going to be spammed and it's going to be too OP. Okay, one other thing I want to talk about is tactics. Okay. All right. Where is it on here? This is also something that we need to talk about. Okay. I think it's up a little bit, right? Is it up a little bit? Where is it? Here, let's tactics. Okay. This is where I'm like, really? You can create multiple custom tactics profile for your team and swap between them mid-game or use a set of presets if you'd rather not spend too much time in the tactics screen. Every custom plan also has a unique identification code, so you can easily share tactics with friends or other players online. Okay, look, there is this side of this that I understand for content creators seeing this, all these Twitter and Instagram accounts you're happy about. This is not good, okay? For the majority of this year, and this is the last point I'm making in this video, don't worry, you don't have to hear me cry after this. The amount of people that are posting ratty, look, tactics shouldn't be the end all. Okay, I put these tactics on and I go from 10 wins to 20 wins. Or whatever it is. There should be a skill to learning the game, to being good at having a football mind, and actually progressing in that format. There shouldn't be this whole, these tactics are going to change the entirety of the way I'm playing and my results, okay? So the fact that we've had, for the majority this year, Instagram accounts like Team Hullet, Instagram accounts from pro teams posting these really meta tactics, these corner glitches, and the fact that now you can just scan a QR code and put it in your game, that's why I'm ending the video there. That's why anyone who's watching this video that is trying to sweat this game or have fun, this is terrible. Look, it's one thing if you find someone's tactics that are fun, but the majority of the FC community, and because of the game mode balance that we have with rivals and champs, we are all robots that no longer have fun and do everything to sweat to win a game. With this option, the amount of people that are going to be just copy pasting those tactics with the scan of their phone, oh my goodness. I understand the part of people reacting to this thinking that it's really cool. I am worried about that. Boy, am I worried about that. Because I just feel like people are going to find the rattiest tactics right away and everyone's going to throw them on. And in the quickness of just snap. So I don't know what you guys think about FC25. I just want to make this video because I wanted to formulate my thoughts all in one video. I understand some of you guys are probably excited for the game. I'm just looking at this from like the realistic expectation of what out of this today gets me really excited. And I know that, you know, they do deep dives on Ultimate Team and they do deep dives and stuff like that. But even for the last few weeks, it looks like one of the most hyped up, rumors or thoughts coming out is that there's going to be more to do with evolutions in this game, right? That seems to be one of the major selling points, that, you know, evolutions are going to have something really increased. So we'll go through and we'll do another video, guys, a little bit more talking about when there's more leaks and kind of going through and discussing some of that stuff. I just wanted to document this video because I'm really frustrated, and you know, I just feel like EA are doing this to themselves because I don't feel like they're really worried about the experience of the player, and more they're just sitting there from the full business perspective, like, how do we get the most money per player? That's just the way I'm seeing it. And maybe this formula of like the AI being so crazy and all the broken stuff in this game is good, right? Because maybe they keep all the casuals because the games are so close. They spend more money. They go to the store. That's a reality that we're all having to just kind of face here. But man, it was just so disappointing today. I know in an official trailer, they're probably not going to like make any formal announcements, but it was so disappointing today to not even get any like further clarification of, we're investing time into the broken menus. We're investing time into all the brokenness in the AI and the gameplay this year. What a mess, man. I've never posted on my socials or anywhere as much broken examples, and I know they're funny shorts and everything, but man, it's sad, bro. You want to be posting goals that are fire and you're cooking and you're playing well. It's just, man, it feels like it's just really, we're going into this different era now, and that's just what it is, and we just need to let it go, bro. It's all over. The good news is, at the end of the day, for the other games that are being created and made, I mean, 2K is making a game. We'll do a video when we get more information about that. They will be equally kind of like money-oriented, but we've got other football games being made. And, you know, competition is good. So competition is going to be happening hopefully soon. I think at the end of the day, with the licenses and the way EA have the menus and the store packs with people who are addicted to those, they're going to be top G for as long as we can probably foreseeably see. So what do you guys think of the video? I don't mean to come across harsh or complaining. I know some people might just put in the comments, does he just cry all the time? It comes from the bottom of my heart, guys. I want you guys to know, like, I have had many years as a creator that I've really enjoyed creating content, even FIFA 23, which is a really recent FIFA and one that was close. And it was not the perfect game. Like, gameplay-wise, I'd probably say it's a 4 or 5 out of 10, but it was playable. The balance was good. I was just saying with FC24, they should just re-release that. But even the first day of FC24 this year, I couldn't believe what I was playing. I was telling people this is going to be the worst FIFA of all time because I go onto the game like 2 days after playing FIFA 23, left stick dribbling is like half as good as it was from FIFA 23. And I'm just like, what happened to left stick dribbling? You know, we're just so numb to everything. The fact that to do effective dribbling this year, we have to use this R1, which makes our player run like they've got a stick up their butt. And, you know, there's this playstyle plus that goes on and they have to R1 everywhere. It's just, oh, man. What do you guys think? Let me know. Get in the comments, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I want to read through the comments. I'll see you guys in a video later. Peace.